Welcome to Sunday Night Live. It's still cold outside. All we got just a little bit of flurries, enough to put some white spots on my garbage can and on my car. As far as the ground, you couldn't see it. To start off, as I do every time I go live, I had 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, and back problems. I'm single. I live on a fixed income around $900, give or take a little. And I'm 70 plus. I'm single, looking for a good foxy lady, and I want to welcome all the new subscribers. That's a pretty good picture in the background. And I wanted another one, but I looked for it and I couldn't figure out how to do it. But it'll take me a while to figure it out. And I think it's the ham that causing my blood pressure to go up. I've been okay all day, and I ate some ham a while ago, what was left. Plus the kitty cats in here ate some ham. And I also want to say hi to all the foxy ladies. And also, today's November the 30th. Happy birthday, anybody born today. November the 30th. Happy anniversary if you got married on today's date. And I want to thank all my moderators for the great job they do. And 3 of my moderators ain't been on here for a couple of months. Don't know why. There's one that just sits in the background, but the 3 ladies, I don't know why. I called one of the moderators, wished him a happy Thanksgiving. Got a text back. Who is this? There's something weird going on. Either she got a different phone number or something. I just don't know. But I know people got to watch their grandkids during the summertime because school's out. I know you got to fix your house up. And, see, like I said, people, I'm 70 plus years old. I'm bored. Us old people, when we retire, we ain't got nothing to do. I want to thank the younger people who's computer smart and cell phone smart and all this. Us old people can't do anything without your younger people educating us on computers. What kind of computer do we need, on YouTube, and what editing software, is the best and easy for a dumb old person to try to figure out. Hello there, welcome, SNAX, sorry. Hello, Evan, welcome, my friend. Everybody's welcome. I don't care how old you are or how young you are. I'm doing just fine. Doing just fine. Monday starts up the Christmas month. And there's people around Christmas time is they're going to be upset. They're going to be in the dumps. A person on here last night, he lost, I think, his mother on Christmas Day. And, you know, that's bad to lose someone on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or any time in the month of December. I'm going to be upset. Because Dad passed away in April of 92, I think. And Mom passed away in February of either 16 or 17. Thanksgiving is a sad time for me. So is Christmas, because I don't have my mom. I don't have my father, just like you all. Thanksgiving and Christmas is a bad time for everybody because you lost a loved one. You can't go to the family house or this or that. Maybe you lost a brother or a sister, niece or nephew, or a wife, a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband. It's a lonely time of the year. And it's lonely for me. I'm going to be in the dumps. I'm hoping you foxy ladies will get in here and help me make it through the month of December. There's some people that lives close to me that gets on YouTube. I wouldn't mind having a good-looking foxy lady come to my house and visit. That'd be okay. And, but, Christmas Day, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for everybody who lost a loved one. I want to say hi everybody in Canada. The people of Canada is great. And I don't know if they still teach in government or history class like they did when I was in school 50 plus years ago about Canada, the states that border Canada. And there's a state that border Canada. It's Vermont. And I'm going to use north and southbound. Say you go northbound, you're in the USA in Vermont. If you go southbound, you're in Canada. There's houses, it's half in Vermont and half in Canada. There's grocery stores there on the borderline. And like one of my moderators, he lives on the border close to New York. That's Jacob, who's in Canada. He takes care of his grandpa. And he's over 18. He goes out, splits the wood, keeps his fireplace going for his mom and dad, and his grandpa he helps take care of. There's not too many people that would take care of family. They put them in a nursing home. Nursing home, they would die. I would die. Because I can't take all my kitty cats to a nursing home. Or you might have dogs, or you live out on a farm. You can't take them to a nursing home. Why do you abuse people? Let them stay at home and die. Let them die in peace, knowing you love them. If you really love your family, don't put them in a nursing home. And another thing, people, you younger people, when you make a will out, your people that's in charge of the will, don't put any family members. Find you about 3 lawyers or 4 lawyers. Let them be the administrator of your will. Don't trust your family. They'll put the shaft to you. They put the shaft to you. And that's a fact, people. I know people, even a next door neighbor, one across the road. Don't trust your family when you make a will out. Have your administrator be lawyers. Maybe 2 or 3 administrators. In case one dies or something like that, you have another lawyer. They got to follow the law. And let's see, what else? And I also want you all to be safe who had got snow last night and today and the day before. If you don't have to get out, stay at home. And before you all get the snow where you live, like me in Indiana, southern Indiana, close to the Kentucky border, about 27 miles north of Kentucky border, you want to make sure you got plenty food. Because if you can't get out, I love those hearts. Thank you, my love, whoever's doing that. And make sure you got plenty of food. And hello, 709, welcome back. I sent our friend a text, Thanksgiving Day. I got a text back. She asked, who is this? Yep, it's a wolf. I want to put another picture, but I couldn't find the one I want. But I love wolves. They kind of, to me, they're in the dog family. I don't know where I got this picture. Maybe that's one from Canada. I don't know where I got it. And I've been trying to find other pictures. Maybe I have to get out, drive around. I know I'm going to be out tomorrow. Tomorrow, I got to make sure, is the 1st of December. And any of your people that got insurance, health insurance, like Anthem and Blue Cross, and what's the other one? Humana, where you get about $100 and some odd add to your card, which $50 of it you can use to pay on your electric bill or gas bill or whatever. So I'll be going to the grocery Walmart sometime tomorrow. It depends when my son gets out of bed. And buy me two to three 24 packs of Pepsi. Well, no, I didn't. But when she texts back, I says Tom Cartwright from 4375 on YouTube. I said you're one of my moderators, but you know, she did have me in her contact list, so I don't know. She got a lot on her mind. You know, babysitting her grandkids, working on their house. I know the last time I talked to her, she was sick, had the flu bug. I don't know, I should have put my name first. But I never, since she had my phone number in her contacts, that's where she kept it. But I don't know. But that's how come I add a few extra moderators. Start them out in number 2, the standard moderator. Because I learned from my mistakes, 709, with that computer hacker. They had about 4 or 5 different YouTube names. And I've been in there washing dishes, sweeping the floor. My one garbage bag full is aluminum cans. I have to take that out and put in the metal shed. I wish I had a pickup truck. I guess I got 5 to 10 bags of aluminum cans in the shed. When you got a Toyota Camry, you can only put so many cans in the trunk, so many in the back seat, and maybe 1 or 2 in the front seat, in the co-pilot seat. That's one thing I miss about not having a pickup truck. I didn't see no baby kitty cats this morning or at supper time. I think I got enough cat food to last me until Monday's the 1st, Tuesday the 2nd, 3rd, Wednesday. I think I got enough until Wednesday. And I'm going to spend about $65 on 2 bags of cat food. Ain't that right? You all had a good Thanksgiving. I treat you all like you're human. You're my family, aren't you, Alexi? Yeah, I don't know which cat it was. It's either LB or Boots. Boots is the gray cat with the white paws. You're funny tonight, Joanne. Thank you. Thank you. Don't send it by UPS or FedEx because since they grounded those MD-11 airplanes, you all better expect Christmas presents might be a little late this year because of the UPS plane crash. And because now I know it's you. It's me, it's me, it's me having a good old time. Yay, yay, yay. Yeah. Hey, 709, I wouldn't put nothing past Joanne. I wouldn't put nothing past Joanne. You know, I wouldn't put nothing past Joanne. Not, not truth and justice and nothing but the facts. And let's see. Then Tuesday, I got taken. Thank you. And Tuesday, I got to go up to Scottsburg, Indiana, to the newspaper place. Get 3 county newspapers: Scott County, Washington County, and Clark County. Yeah, Washington County, Scott County, and Clark County papers. Yes, I do. I can use all the descriptions I can get. Because, people, I'm going for 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. So that make it about 290 something subscribers by Christmas. I don't think it's impossible. But people, when I get emails, thank you. When I get emails from new subscribers, I subscribe back to your channel because God wants me to help you all grow your YouTube channel. And that's all I do all day and all night is watch YouTube channels. Some of them maybe got a few subscribers. I subscribe to them to help them out. There's one person that's been on YouTube maybe 5 years, give or take a little, and maybe only had 10 subscribers. God wants me to help you people to grow your YouTube channel. Because it helps you out. You help me grow. We're a YouTube family. We're family. Just like the people on your all YouTube. Hello, Frank. I knew a guy named Frank, but he's up in heaven. But I forget what his CB handle was. Keep your last name private because people will steal your ID or try to scam you or stuff like that. Just like people ask me how old I am. That's okay. We all learn from our mistakes. That I tell, but people ask me how old I am. I said I'm 70 plus. I'm 70 plus years old. I don't give them an exact birthday. People, will scam you and steal your ID and all this. I watched a YouTuber the other night, maybe a couple of nights ago. He's subscribed to my YouTube channel. But every time, because he's under 18. And his parent was right there with him. His parent or guardian was right there with him. That's what parents are supposed to do. Be right there with you to protect you. You know, that's what YouTube wants. Like I say, if I get an email, you know, if I had my computer, but if I if I had my computer working, but thanks to HP and PC Online and Amazon, if PC Online didn't screw it up and upgraded it, it would have been covered under warranty. But PC Online, people stay away from PC Online. That's the third party. They put the shaft to you. You won't get the gold mine. They have no association with HP. They don't sell HP, not a dealer. They're not a technician for HP, and they voided the warranty. And you people out there knows people. You know, I like to have a new laptop. Like what's that one? LEN Lenore or something. Yes, I got my socks on. And I could use a new computer. You know, at least 1 TB, 1 to 2 TB of hard drive, a good graphics card, and plenty RAM. You know, because I like to download DaVinci. I was getting to the point I was figuring out how to use DaVinci. Then my computer, you could say, got hijacked. Yes, you can go. You don't need my permission, young person. And if you're in school, you have a good day in school tomorrow, or if you have to go to work, you take it easy. Always, yes, you can. You don't have to ask that. Like I said, my YouTube channel is different from anybody else's YouTube channel. All you have to do is follow the rules. Don't put anybody down. Don't argue with anybody. Hello, Murder Mata. How you doing, my friend? Welcome. You know, no cussing, no sexual harassment, no hate crimes, stuff like that. I try to keep everything peaceful. Now, I couldn't eat fish, moose, and rabbit. That don't sound bad. Hello. Hello, everybody. Also, before you go to bed, kids, or anybody, tell your parents you love them, or your girlfriend you love them, or your boyfriend, and so on, before you go to bed. Because anything can happen. You got drive-by shooting going on everywhere in the United States and country. So you want to tell your parents you love them. Before they go to work, you want to tell them you love them. Before you leave to go to school or work, you tell your parents you love them. You never know. You know, sometimes people feel sad because they didn't get to tell their loved ones they love them before they left for work or school or something like that. I never had bear. I did have deer, no bear. And I don't think Indiana has bear. A couple of years ago, we had a bear in Indiana, probably around Floyd County, Indiana, Evansville area, that swam the Ohio River and came across from Kentucky. So, but I do have deer. I wish I had extra money. I can buy a big bag of corn and put it out there to my west side where the deer can come down there and eat, and put some underneath my bird feeder. I love the plus the mineralized block you can get for your animals outside. I have deer that walk down my driveway to go in the back 40. They like, see, this is a Lexi. This is a Lexi. Oh, she waved at you all. She has her motor turned on. Yeah, she got her motor turned on. Don't you, Alexi? I might decide to let one of those female cats in. I don't know which one. But I usually, in the morning, I usually got Boots. I got outside Wildcat, because her mama is Boots, because Boots always won't have her baby close to the house where they get used to my voice and the loving and all this. Yeah, I love you too, Alexi. Your human daddy loves you. Your daddy's dead. Your mama's daddy's dead. Kathy, both of their daddies dead. Tiger and John Wayne both dead. And people, no matter what kind of pets you got in your house, they're like your therapy animals. They know when you feel bad. They know, they're like your therapy animals. If it's dog or cat, or you live on a farm, it might be your chickens, your cows, your pigs, your roosters, goats, farm animals, even cows. I've seen cows that love their master. This one I've seen on YouTube. The lady will lay down and the cow will lay right there next to her and love her. All animals love their people. You treat them good. You treat your animals good. I wish I had some pet deers. They would come up, and let me know. I was going to load up a picture in the background, but of a deer in my yard. Usually in my back 40, usually I have a mama and a daddy and a baby. When I first bought this house, I was using a push mower. Took a little break. I'm glad I did. I would have got the you-know-what scared out of. I happened to turn around and look. There was daddy, mommy, and the baby. They came in. They came down to, hello, Cop Watts, how you doing? Welcome tonight. And I also want to express to your people here in the United States. You saw in last night's video and the video before that, a school in Indiana, Greater Clark County School, that's in Jeffersonville, Indiana. It was a Jeffersonville High School. They had cameras in the bathroom. And they had a teacher watch. It should have been a cop. The teacher shouldn't do that. And the kid was smoking marijuana in the bathroom in a stall. the kid tried to attack the teacher. It was on video in the boys' bathroom. And they showed it on the news. That's illegal. You're going to hear me talk about it. Your parents, have your kids look in the bathroom for cameras. I know you're younger people. There's equipment you can buy, don't know how much, where you could check for cameras in your house, in your car, or whatever, especially schools or motel rooms. And if it happens here in Indiana, where else is that going on? I don't mind cameras out in the hallways looking at the door. But inside the bathroom, no. Is Jefferson High School a pedophile school? Spying on boys and girls in the bathroom? No. I want your parents have a talk with your kids. And have your kids check the bathroom out. But I got a feeling Jeffersonville High School, known as the Red Devil, when they play basketball, football, baseball, and track and all that, they known as the Red Devils. Maybe you might have family that lives in Jeffersonville, Indiana, and got grandkids or nieces or nephews. I believe that was on WLKY News TV, probably Monday or Tuesday of last week. I forget what day it was on. To me, that's illegal. That boy's attorney got a lawyer because the teacher choked him, put him in a chokehold. That boy tried to hurt that teacher. You have the right, no matter how old or how young you are, you have the right to protect yourself. That's self-defense. This is what this teacher is doing. Okay, Joanne, you take it easy too. You have the right to protect yourself. I think in Indiana, somebody broke into this old man's house. He shot him, killed one or two of them. They charged him with second-degree murder. You heard me talk about it maybe a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember when it was, but I think it was somewhere in Indiana. But you have the right to protect yourself. Just like in our Constitution, Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. Okay. I cannot find it anywhere in the Constitution. I'm asking your young kids can look it up and tell me that felons cannot have guns. That's a Constitution law that we, the people of the United States, have to vote on. Our government cannot, our states, our FBI, they can't make up a law saying convicted felons can't have guns. The Constitution says we have the right to bear arms. It doesn't say anything about being a convicted felon or anything, because we, the people, has to vote on it. So to me, a convicted felon, it's unconstitutional. But do they have the money to fight that? 9 chances out of 10, they don't have the money to fight that in court, to appeal it. And that's only my opinion. So I'm going to try to stay on here about 20 more minutes. I try to keep it at an hour. And people, the closer it gets to Christmas, I'm going to be down in the dumps. Because no mother and no father, no girl, well, mother and dad is dead. And it's lonely at Thanksgiving and Christmas, especially when it's their birthdays or their anniversary. I remember this one foxy lady. I believe we got married November the 18th of 1978. She is a sweet lady. We both old. We both got medical problems. She had heart attacks and strokes. She got diabetes. I say she probably has high blood pressure too. But everybody deserves, hi, welcome back. Everybody deserves, I know you're back again. Thank you for coming back. Because you helped me get my watch hours up, people. That's what we need. Everybody need to get their watch hours up. They need to get their subscribers up. Because other YouTube channels, you know, some of them you cuss on and this and that, but I try to keep everything PG on here because I know parents is watching this channel with their kids. That's what parents and guardians supposed to do. When they get on the internet, they're supposed to be there to protect you all children under 18. And if you all got any advice, you'd be welcome to put that in the comments. Or after I get off, you can put it in the comments. And if you know anybody that can help me get a new laptop with 1 to 2 gigabytes of hard drive, a good graphics card, plenty of RAM, this HP I got, it'd be a year in February. Thanks to HP, they won't fix it. It's a new one. But thanks PC Online upgraded it, made it a faster computer, and did this and that to it, it voids the warranty. They're not associated with HP. They're not a technician or a repair person for HP. It voided my warranty. I'm mad at HP. They got all the screenshots that I sent them from Amazon, the serial number, and all this. And I can't get HP to fix it under warranty. And I don't have the money to take it to Best Buy and have the Geek Squad to look at it. I think what it has to be done to it, that's my opinion, is reset it back to factory. Install new Windows 11 on it. Because, that's what I believe. You all hear that computers is being held hostage. That's what happened to me. PC Online is holding me hostage, until I pay for McPhee. I don't have McPhee. I got my own antivirus program, which I like it a little bit better than McPhee. You couldn't exit out. When it pops up on the screen, you couldn't hit escape, and it shut my computer down where it won't charge or anything like that. So that's how come I talk about my computer and PC online and Amazon. Amazon won't do a thing because it was over 30 days. But Amazon knew HP was a no good third party a-holes. If you can get a new computer at Best Buy, they're not paying me to say it. You can pick it up right there and then. Not most of the time. And Walmart, you can do it. But you all got to watch your third-party people. Do your research and all this. And, well, I got to lay down because I could only sit up for so long. I could only, that's all I can do. Now, I got to lay down a little bit because my back's hurting, my hips are hurting. I kind of miss having a girlfriend. Will I get married again? No. You know. Well, I try to help people out. I ask questions because, people, like I said, I'm 70 plus years old. I could use everybody's help. Kathy, what you doing? I can't get Kathy into the picture. Come here. Let's get you on YouTube. Yeah, this is Kathy. She looks like her daddy in the face, which is Tiger, but she acts like her other daddy. John Wayne. Because John Wayne was a real lovable kitty cat, but Tiger, he wasn't that much lovable unless you got certain food. Like tuna fish or roast beef or chicken or ham. They loved it. That's the only time I can really get loving out of these cats. Even Kathy got her motor turned on. Yeah. It was louder than Alexa's motor. Kathy got hers on loud. I wonder what these kitty cats would do if I had a girlfriend here with me. Would they be jealous or what? It'd be hard to say. People, I had cats and dogs growing up. Hello, doctor. How you doing? Welcome back tonight, my friend. As you see in the background, I put a wolf up. This could have been from Canada. I forget where I got this picture. I'm doing pretty good. Also, people, happy birthday if you're born today. Happy anniversary if you got married today. And will I be live Christmas Eve, Christmas? Yes, I will. You know, the closer it gets to Christmas, people, I'm going to be in a bad, grouchy mood. Because there's people that lost their family maybe Christmas Eve, or, you know, they don't get to go to their families like they used to. Well, keep working. Keep working. And I'll tell you something. Since you're still young, well, you're younger than me, put it that way, I would invest your money in gold and silver and platinum. Probably gold. Say if you put $10,000 cash up and $10,000 in gold, you know, because gold is worth more than what cash is. You know, I know CDs ain't paying nothing, but if you got a credit card, this should be illegal. Maybe our government can do something about that. When you have a credit card, they charge you over 20% interest, up to 26, 28% interest. But when you buy a house or take a loan out, you know, they don't pay you that much in interest, even if you got a checking account. I only get 3 cents a month out of my checking account. If you got a CD, it's probably 3 or 4%. But a credit card, people, is over 20% a month interest. That should be illegal. They're robbing us. You people is very smart out there. Maybe you can know somebody's in Congress or the Senate that can help us out on these credit cards on interest. Because they're robbing us. You know, Christmas time, people going to use credit cards like crazy. And you talking about the interest that you have to pay back on what you spend on Christmas. I tell you people, here's a good thing. Even your kids can tell your parents, or maybe parents to be. They got you can go to your bank. They got what they call a Christmas account. You put money into that Christmas account every week. You know, I don't know if it's $10, $20, something like that. You put into a Christmas account about a week before Christmas, something like that. Your bank will give you the money to go out and buy your Christmas stuff. That's what my dad and mom always did. They put money into the Christmas account every week to help out at Christmas time. So maybe your younger people wants to think about doing something like this. Open up your Christmas account. I think all banks have it. And then sometime in December you can draw it out. They usually give you envelopes that you can put the money in and give it to who you're going to give it to at Christmas time, like my dad and mom used to do. So that's an idea for your younger generation, even 709. I don't know where that is taken, Doctor. Since you're young and probably married and got kids, maybe you never thought of it. The next time you go to the bank, well, you go inside, I think the drive-thru would be kind of hard. But ask your bank if they have what they call a Christmas account where you can put money in it every week to help you out at Christmas time. That's what I want you younger people to do. If you're working or have your parents think about that, go to the bank and see if they got a Christmas account where you put money in it every week or bi-weekly, however you get paid. Monthly, you probably have to put more into it. I don't know what the highest amount you can put in or the lowest amount. If you make real good money, well, that's okay. You got a debit card with it. That's what I use. When you have a checking account, you pay your bills, electric bill, gas bill, or any other bills. You pay it with a check. I want you to think about it. How many people sees that check before it gets back to you? It has your routing number on there, your checking account number. I got a checking account, but no checks. I got a debit card. If I don't have the money in the bank, I can't use my debit card. Next time you go to the bank, you got until after Christmas. See if they got a Christmas account. And explain to what, is that way you can put money into a Christmas account, then draw it out sometime in December. I forget when Dad took it out. It's hard for me to do a Christmas account since I only get paid by the month, which it'd be Wednesday. So you younger people, it's working. Ask your bank. I think all the banks does it. I'm not sure, but you can check on it. See if they got a Christmas account that you can put money into every week. It's kind of like a savings account. You probably won't get that much interest. And then you take it out in the month of December to help you out Christmas shopping. That way you won't have to use your credit cards. That's an idea, people, to think about. Go to your bank and check, see if they got a Christmas account that you put money in it every week. And draw it out sometime in December of every year. And like the bank my dad dealt with, you had an envelope where you could put the money in it, then put it in an envelope and write the names on it and put it on the Christmas tree wherever you have your Christmas you go to. See, I'm giving y'all younger people some ideas. And also, people, I'm on a pet peeve tonight. Think about St. Jude's Hospital. Kids with cancer. If you can, donate to St. Jude's Hospital. And another thing you can donate to is Wounded Warriors. That's your veterans. Our government is letting our veterans down. Yeah, the Humane Society, you can do that. But I'm thinking about the kids at St. Jude's Hospital. It has cancer. Another thing is maybe the Salvation Army or a group of people, they got what they call an angel tree. They got names on the tree that you can take with you and buy them their Christmas present and take it back to where they got that angel tree. And you see at the stores, the Salvation people got those red buckets with the bell ringer. You can throw coins in there. That helps people out, especially at Christmas time. That's when you see them, you know, the bell ringers. Yeah, it would do me good to volunteer at an animal shelter. Because I would want, I fall in love with those animals. I know some animals you can't get close to. I like to see the group, the PBCS, you know, about protecting animals. We got in Scott County, Indiana, that's Scottsburg City, in the Scott County, Indiana. They have a kill shelter. They have a kill shelter. I like to see the PSPCA or whatever it's called come into Scott County, Indiana and shut them people down. You know, or take donations. Like I say, it would do me any good to work in an animal shelter. I wouldn't want to see any animal put down. If they was in bad shape, that's a different story, you know, but I don't agree in killing animals in an animal shelter. I don't agree with it. You know, to me, dogs is like human. We have rights. We have the right to a lawyer, court. You know, animals to me is the same way. They like us. They have the right to defend themselves, even in a dog pound. You people might think I'm stupid for feeling like it. I love animals. You know, but I want you people peaceful. Raise Cain at those kill shelters. If you can adopt an animal, you know, I used to stop at the dog pound every week. I can't, see, I couldn't work in an animal shelter. I couldn't work in an animal shelter. Because people, this is where I'm going to get in trouble for terrorized threatening. They put a dog down or something like that. I would want to kill some people, you know. It's, you know, the dogs and cats didn't do anything to be put to death. I want you people on my YouTube channel, people that watch it, let's stop this, them killing animals at an animal shelter. Have your dogs and cats fixed. If you live out in the country on a farm, adopt those cats. Cats is good for the mice that you have on the farm, especially if you got storage bins where you store corn. You need cats. Cats is good for the mouse. And the dogs is good to watch your animals, your farm animals. Yeah, that's one thing you do. Like my outside cats. You know, that'd be a whole lot of money. That'd probably be over a couple of $1,000 to have my outside cats fixed. But nature takes care of my outside cats. You know, we got coyotes. We got probably some bobcats, coyotes. You know, it takes care of some of my outside cats. But let nature take care of an animal. But I could not work in an animal shelter. There's no way. I guarantee you, cats and dogs can get along. You know, for babies, you know, baby puppy and a baby kitten. They grow up together. But I've seen dogs that comes into a family that loves cats. But there's some dogs out there that don't give a hoot about a cat. Or a cat don't give a hoot about the dog. But the cat does put the dogs in their spot. They do show them who the boss is. There's videos, maybe on YouTube or TikTok, and that the dogs are standing at the glass doors and barking, and the bigger dog is outside. When the person opens the door, the other dog has stopped barking, or a cat, you know. That's pretty good. I like watching videos like that. But what else is the old man going to do? You know, if I had a laptop, another laptop, people, I want you to go to my YouTube channel. In the description, you'll find my post office box, my PayPal account, and my Cash App. Because I don't have the subscribers and watch hours to get the super chats. I'm about 290 away from 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for the hearts. I'm thinking that's a foxy lady doing it. You know, I love your foxy ladies, especially one I still love to this day. But we all deserve second chances. Any foxy ladies that got my phone number, I'm going to tell you, is to text me first. Because then it go to voicemail, and it tells you if you don't leave your name and phone number, you consider as spam. Because I do get at least 10 to 20 calls a day in spam. And you try to call the numbers back, they're no longer in service. That's how they get around a federal and state no-call list. That's how they get around that. You know, that's stupid. They know you're on a federal or state no-call list. And they still call you with a number that's no longer in service. Or they have the area code and the wrong 3 digits for where it's coming from. I know it's spam. You know. Wonder how long it take the ambulance to get to Woodridge and Charlestown. Because where I live, people, it takes 30 minutes the ambulance to come. Because this ambulance service they got, they might turn the red lights and sirens on, but they're not going to drive over the speed limit. If the speed limit's 50, they're going to drive 50. If it's 30, they're going to drive 30. They're not going to drive over the speed limit. I think it's Heartland Ambulance Service. Well, the fire department is close to me. That's only a few blocks away. That means they will send first responders until the ambulance gets to me or to my neighbors. So, but, you know, I also forgot to mention, when I get my 1,000 subscribers, where I get super chats, I will not have a membership. Because you all see how my YouTube channel is. That don't deserve to pay for membership. Nope, I don't need an ambulance service. But when I first bought this house 8 years ago, about 8 years ago, called 911 and they couldn't find my house. You can't use a GPS because you cannot find my house. You know, ambulance service and fire department, they got a book in the fire trucks and the ambulance. It gives them the crossroads. And you can't find my address. I can tell you my address, and you use GPS, you're not going to find it. That's a fact. I've been told by people in the fire department, nope. Well, when I bought this house 8 years ago, well, with closing costs, first year homeowners insurance, inspection, it was $52,000. It listed for $48,000. But I had to pay the first year's insurance, an inspection fee, and something else. And I had a good insurance agent. And right now, the house is worth $150,000.
$175,000 is what this house is worth. Well, I can't remember. I want to say somewhere between 3 and 6%. I would have to get my papers out of the closet. It's a government loan. It's a government loan. Maybe it is 6%. I don't know. They supposed to took the money out of my checking account the 28th. I didn't check it today. But people, I'm going to tell you, you all might think about coming first-time home buyers. You got HUD, you got, what is it, FHA or something. You got USDA. I would say go with USDA. It's based on your income. USDA is based on your income. Oh, Sally Mae, yeah, that too, but USDA is based on your income. If you're on Social Security, you can buy your house. What do USDA consider as income? Food stamps, alimony, child support, or stuff like that. It counts as income. You will have for USDA, unless they change it, and take a first-time home buyer's course. It's best if you can find a place that you can do it in person. That's about 6 to 8 hours you have to sit through. You can take it online. This is one thing I don't like. You got to pay $50 to $75 to take that class online. And you have to make a 65 on your score or above. And I wasn't good in school. 65 is kind of like a D minus, D. Lord. And our government funds the post office. When I first got that post office box, it was $50 a year or $25 every 6 months. Now for a year, it's $120 a year or $60 for 6 months. And our government funds the post office. Why they got to charge us? I know why. The internet, texting, emails, it drops the stuff from the post office people. Because usually people don't mail that many letters. If you got an email or a cell phone where you can send text, see, that all takes away from the post office. And an envelope with a stamp on it, the last one I bought about a month ago was $1.01 for an envelope with a stamp from the post office. I think it's highway robbery in my book. But people, if you want to be a first-time home buyer, you might check into USDA. It's based on your income. You can set it up where they take the money out of your checking account every month. That way you won't be late on your payment. What they do when you make your payment, some of that money goes in the escrow account. Like mine goes in there for property taxes and homeowners insurance. And the rest of it goes for your house payment. That way you won't forget to make your house payment, your property taxes, your homeowners insurance. That's one thing you people can think of. USDA, check with them. Maybe you want to be a second home buyer. Just think about it. You can't be a mobile home. It has to be a built house. If you want to learn about inspection and see if they qualify, I want you people go to Mike Holmes on YouTube. He's in Canada. If you seen Mike Holmes on HGTV, where people buy these houses and those stupid inspectors don't know what they're doing, they don't find things. But Mike Holmes find things. They got the inspection report, and he got all these fancy cameras. Let's check for mildew, cold air, hot air going out through your house. And by watching Mike Holmes, he teach you the right questions to ask your building, the inspector. And you people talking about building houses, I want you really think when you build a house, either have a basement or a crawl space. Why a crawl space? That way they can get underneath there and fix the gas line, the water line, or the sewer line. Okay. Here's your people that built a slab home. Think about it. And I'm telling you the truth. I've seen it in my lifetime. People who build a slab home, everything's under that slab. Your gas line, your water line, everything is built under that concrete slab. How you going to get to that water line, gas line, or phone line, whatever's underneath that slab? Do you have $20,000 to $60,000 to spend where they dig underneath that slab to replace it? Just think about it, people. Really think if you're going to build your house, you don't want a slab house. I know it's cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper. But what happened if the water line or the gas line, the sewer line, whatever's underneath that concrete slab? Do you have $20,000 to $60,000 to dig underneath it? Just think about it. That's how come you build your house either with a basement or a crawl space where you can crawl underneath it to fix things. Just think about it. I'm trying to save you money. I'm trying to help you out to save your money. Build a house with a crawl space or a basement. But not a slab house. I know them contractors are probably out there ready to shoot me. But really think about it. Use common sense and sit down and think about it. If you got a concrete slab, that water line, the gas line, or whatever's underneath the slab, do you have $20,000 to $60,000 to dig underneath it? I want you to think about it. you know. Sorry, keep. Well, Alex, you're on my lap and I can't get up and scoot over. You all got me. Move. I got to sit up where I can scoot over. They always put me on the edge. You know, that's the bad part. You know, in bed. You know, a hospital bed wouldn't be too bad. You know, it wouldn't be too bad. That'd be nice, people, if, you know, they have something like a hospital bed that you can put on the side of your bed and you can pull up to keep you from falling out of your bed. You know. Like I say, tomorrow, like I said, I got to call this 800 number, make sure it's on there before I go to Walmart. And I can only buy healthy food. I can only buy healthy food. I can't buy candy. I can't buy ice cream. I love ice cream. It's milk. I gotta wait to get my food stamps where I can buy 2 to 3 gallons of ice cream. That'll last me for the month. Ain't that right, Kathy? And you all hear in the background, that's the police radio. I sleep, it goes 24/7. And I've done it all my life, even when I was married. I don't think the foxy lady that I married in November the 18th of 78, I didn't think she minds it. It gives me something to do. Then I got an old scanner. I listen to trains and airplanes. And where's my other radio? This here ain't a scanner. It's a transmitter. You know, that you can talk on. Channel mode. And, you know, but most of the police departments around here went to the 800 P25 digital. No, I don't. I got Anthem and Blue Cross is one I got. I grew up with Anthem and Blue Cross when I was growing up. But what they advertise on TV, the only one I haven't had yet is Humana. Like that Will, whatever it is, that was no good. Yeah, that's it. Blue Cross and Blue Shield. You know, it's Anthem, Blue Cross, and Blue Shield is what it is. And I like it. I go to the doctor sometime next month, but it's after Christmas. Lordy. See, I got what the government gives me, plus I got Indiana too. I got both of them. And so far, I don't have to pay anything, not a, just check and see what they offered. You got until December the 7th, they said, but that's funny. You still see it advertised on TV 12 months a year. And you get ads up on you get texts from all these insurance 12 months a year. I can't get away from it. Well, see, also, John, you could check. They can help you out on your insurance. Like, I get help on mine. Yeah, that's what, but also, you can get help to help you pay that $100 a month. Man, if I had to pay $100 a month, I couldn't pay my bills. So I get extra help on it. You might want to check with Social Security or whatever. Check, see if you can get extra help on it. I don't have to make a co-pay or at the doctor. The only thing like when I went to that a-hole pharmacy, Walgreens, the only thing my insurance wouldn't cover was aspirin or vitamins at the doctor's order. I had to pay some of it, But you can get your federal, what you get from Social Security. And you almost knocked my Pepsi over, Kathy. I get mad if you knock that over. Like here, I get Medicare and Medicaid. I get both of them. I forget which one through the state. Plus what you get through the government on Social Security. I got both of them. But when I signed up for Social Security back years ago, I've always asked for help. And some of you people who might be disabled, or are you trying to get Social Security? I tell you a secret. Try for Social Security and SSI. Try for both of them. When I signed up for my disability back years and years ago, I signed up for Social Security and SSI. When my lawyer and me went in front of the federal judge, I had 6 years that I was trying to get. My lawyer called me and said, here's what the judge is going to do. He's going to give you 2 years, or you can turn it down, and maybe he'd give you the 6. Yeah, my kitty cat better not mess with my Pepsi Zero. But, I got it on a little table next to me. They jump on me, jump on the table, and run out there. Instead of them jumping in front of the bed or the side of the bed, they got to jump on me. Well, I was getting, when I first got on Social Security and SSI, I was getting between both of them about $2,500. Then they cut me down to $100. Then they cut me down to $10 a month. Yeah, that's what they do. And every year I get a raise on my Social Security. They take $1 away from my SSI. Well, now I don't get SSI anymore. I just get Social Security. And I think we're going to get a $50 raise in January, I think. But I want to educate you people. I know you seen President Trump, and it's on the news that we're going to get $2,000 in January. And they're going to add $600 a month for 6 months in January. Don't dig into your rainy day fund that you got set aside for rainy days. I don't believe that bull crap. I don't believe it until it hits my account. Another thing, before they could let $2,000 or the $600 for 6 months go, I believe you younger people, let us know. You know where to go look for it. That Congress and Senate has to vote on it. I believe. I'm not sure. And I want you to, don't dig in your rainy day fund thinking you're going to get $2,000 in January and $600 a month for 6 months after your Social Security. Don't count on it. I'm not counting on it. If I knew for sure, I'd kind of spend some extra money, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not that stupid because it's not in my budget. That $2,000 either helped me buy a new riding lawnmower, either that or a zero turn, or buy a new computer, a new laptop. I can get me a pretty good desktop, but then you have to buy the keyboard, the monitor, the camera. In a way, it's cheaper to go with a laptop, but I can change stuff in the desktop, but you can't change in a laptop. I could change the hard drive. I can change the graphics card. I can change the RAM. Everything in a desktop. A laptop, forget it. Have you ever took a broken laptop apart and see what's in it? I can't do it. I can't do it at all. And you people, it's in the computer. There's a computer show that used to be on TV years ago. It's called Tech TV and Screensavers. Type it into YouTube, Screensavers and Tech TV. They showed you from the start how to build a desktop. The graphics card, the motherboard, the hard drive, everything. That's what I did to my Dell computer. As today's standards, it would be classified as a gaming computer. I made a mistake by giving it to somebody because they was getting into computers, you know. But I helped somebody out. I helped somebody out on that Dell computer. I like to have a desktop, but then you got to buy the monitor. Then you had to buy the keyboard. Then you have to buy the camera, unless it all comes with it. I don't know nothing about computers. I like to buy a 32-inch widescreen TV for a monitor. And I saw the keyboard that lights up. It's a black keyboard that lights up. I got a mouse, so I don't have to worry about buying a mouse. I got a microphone, headphones and microphones, so that's no problems. And I got the Cat 5, Cat 8, or whatever the best one there is. I got that. I had that hooked up to my laptop. And that worked a whole lot better than Wi-Fi. My cats is always jumping around. And I got like a folding ladder in the living room. You let it down. And I got it kind of like this. One cat likes to sleep on the top of it. 'Cause I brought it in to clean my ceiling fan off, dust it down. I'm going to have to get me some furniture polish where I can furnish polish it and make it slick up there where the dust won't sit to it. I'll probably start using that in December. Right now, I keep it off. I don't even use it during the summertime. And also, I want to give you people some advice. Buy some caulking. Caulk around your windows in your house. Go around every window, around your door frame. Like, you can go to the hardware store. They got this 1/2-inch or something black foam. It got that white sticky stuff. You pull the paper off. You stick it around your door inside the house, stick it around the door, up around the top and down the other side to help keep the cold air from coming in your house. But you want to caulk around your windows to keep all the cold air out and hot air from going out. And you foxy ladies, I keep the temperature in my house at 68 degrees. Some of you said it's cold, but I use a heat pump. It's air conditioned and a heat pump. This type of weather is not bad. But when it gets down into single digits, below 10, or below 32, really. If it gets down, it really works hard. Some places a heat pump is, your electric bill be anywhere from $150 to $1,000 a month. But this house was built in the 40s. They remodeled it, put better insulation in it. And I want to show you something, people. Oh, I can't do it. It won't let me do it. I got a picture window in my bedroom. If I didn't have this background, you could see it. I would have a bay window instead of this big, maybe 4x4, I guess, or maybe something, that should have been a bay window. I know my kitty cats probably can't wait for Christmas. I am going to buy me a turkey. Then I'm going to have to buy the pan to put it in. But people, what I like to have is something like a crock pot, but it's way bigger in the crock pot. You got another pan inside of it, where you put your turkey in it and everything else. Or if you got a real big turkey, you take this other pan out and cook it in there. But my kitty cats is going to have fun. Because I take everything that's inside the turkey out, put that in the pan. And I probably use 3 sticks of butter inside of the turkey. And I butter the whole outside of my turkey. And it's nice and juicy. So I'm gonna have turkey for Christmas. That's about probably 4 days or maybe 5 of eating turkey. And like the neck, the gizzards, and all that, it'll go out to the outside cats. And, I haven't had turkey for a long time. I haven't had dressing for a long time. I buy stove stuff. That's not like homemade dressing. I miss my mom's dressing that she fixes. I miss my mom's meatloaf. I miss my mom's persimmon pudding. I miss my mom's mashed potatoes. You all seen them after you cook your potato, you put it in it and you squeeze it. It comes out like fishing worms. That's what my kids always said. It looks like fishing worms. When you squeeze it, it comes out some tiny hole. That was very good mashed potatoes that my mom fixed. Any of you foxy ladies that lives close to me, I love fried chicken. Here's what else I like about fried chicken. Chicken gravy. I've tried that. I must be doing something wrong. I must have been doing something wrong. Pork chop, I can fry pork chops. My mom used to fry pork chop, make pork chop gravy. Oh, that was good. But I tried, I can't even get it close to what my mom fixed. To me, it didn't taste good. But I've always watched my mom fix it and still can't get close. I watch her fry chicken. I can't get it like my mom's. It makes me mad. Because Mom always put like a metal lid on top of the skillet and cook it slow. That's what I did with that ham, people. When I fixed that ham last week, I had it on low in the crock pot. I put my pineapple in it. Then I rubbed butter over my ham. And when it got done, people, you can tell when it gets done, your pineapple. If you ever cooked ham at home and your pineapple is cooked, then you know your ham. So I took it out, and when I sliced it, it just fell to pieces. That's how I like my ham. You know, like I told my son, if you ever fix ham, you cook it on low. You don't cook it medium or high. You cook it on low. Let it cook slow. That's one thing my mom always taught me. Cook it slow or low temperature. Will I get a turkey tomorrow? I got to see the price of the turkey. It'd be a butterball. I like butterballs. Or I might wait until next week and get it at the JC store, because you save a little money if you got the JC card. I might do it there. I probably do it there. One thing I'm going to look at Walmart, they probably don't have it. I know JC does. I don't know if the JC store up in Scottsburg does. In the hamburger area of the JC store, they had Wendy's hamburgers, the square hamburgers. I hope they have it up here at Scottsburg. But they probably don't. I have to wait. I will look at Walmart and see if they have Wendy's hamburgers. Packaged in Wendy's thing, and it's the square hamburger. I might see if they got it, if I don't forget it. But I want to thank all the new subscribers. I want to thank all the people who watches my YouTube channel that helps me get my watch hours up. I want to thank all my moderators for the great job they do. Because you are my YouTube family. I'm 70 plus years old. Us old people ain't got nothing to do. We're bored. I've talked to you all. I try to help you out, try to educate you. You all have helped me out on computers, the cell phone. You helped me figure that out. I want to thank you all that has done that. You all go back to my YouTube channel and look in the description. You'll find my post office box, my PayPal, and my Cash App. My post office is in case you want to send gift cards that help me out with my kitty cats. Or if you want to send me something, like hoodies or socks, my shoe size is a 12. If you want to send nice winter socks. Or if you want to send a laptop through the U.S. mail to my post office box, that's okay. Gift cards for like a Tractor Supply. And you all can go to Tractor Supply and look up multiple cat food. It's a 44-pound bag of cat food. 2 bags of multiple cats, that's 88 pounds of cat food, is about $65. I got to add something to it, so I'm looking at probably $69, $70 next month. Because I buy those horse pellets. You call it bedding pellets for your horses. I use that for cat litter. Because you use cat litter, people, you know it smells if you don't clean it every day. By having them horse pellets, which is pine, it turns into sawdust. But how you start a cat out is that you put a horse, at least, if you got a regular cat box, maybe 2 of those large cups that you get at your fast food restaurants, you dump your horse pellets in it. Then you sprinkle some regular cat litter in it where they get used to it if you're using cat litter now. But you'd be surprised how them horse pellets make your house smell better. You know. I got like a recycle bin that I got cat litter in. Then the other cat box, I got my horse pellets in. I use my horse pellets, when it turns into sawdust, put out in my flower bed. You know, help my flowers grow. I am going to get my rotary tiller. I'm thinking about doing it. I want to buy me some more tulips. When I first bought this house, I had about 100 and something tulips. I gave my neighbors some. First year, second year, done pretty good. Now, I might have 4 tulips comes up. I don't know what happened. But I got me an auger that you can put on your drill, that you can dig up holes to put your bulbs in. I did buy one this year to do that, to help me out in my flower bed. Because my mom loves flowers. My rose bush didn't do too good. I must have done something wrong. I think it's dead. I know this time of year it looks like it's dead, but I will buy me some more rose bushes. Maybe 3. I think what I would do next year, buy me 3 rose bushes. I like rose bushes, people. They smell good. They look good. But you all people been good to me. And I want to thank you all that has subscribed, give me the thumbs up. You helped me get my watch hours up. God bless you all for that. You know my PayPal account, my Cash App. Because what money I got, I use that on my kitty cats. I did use $200 of it to buy me a used riding lawnmower. It lasted 3 weeks before it blew the engine. I know you people said go to Facebook Marketplace. I don't want any more used lawnmowers. I'd rather have a new riding lawnmower. It'd be under warranty. If anything happens to it, the warranty will cover it. That's what I'm going for. And one of you asked, if you had the money, what kind of new vehicle would I buy? I like to have a pickup truck. You know, maybe a 2500 or 3500 GMC or Chevy or a Ford 350, but not a dually. Four-wheel drive. But, you know, the other one would be a Jeep pickup truck. I know the Gladiator's one, and there's a couple more Jeep makes. It's a pickup truck. I like to have a Jeep pickup truck, four-wheel drive, because if it snows, people, if it's snow more than 3 inches, I'm stuck at home. I can't go nowhere with 3 to 4 inches of snow. I can't get out of my driveway. Even a front wheel drive, I can't get out. A four-wheel drive, I can get out. Put it in four-wheel drive low, I can make it out of my driveway. Because I got a little hill that I got to climb before I get to the main road. Then I switch over to four-wheel drive. But I like to have a new four-wheel drive Jeep pickup truck. So I done put my Christmas order into God and Santa Claus. I put in for a new computer with 1 to 2 gigabytes of hard drive and a good graphics card and plenty of RAM. I also put in to Santa Claus and God for a foxy lady, since God knows what I'm looking for in a foxy lady. He showed me dreams. I dream about foxy ladies. I even dream about my ex-wife that I was married to in November the 18th of 78. But we both were young and stupid. We both done stupid things. But we both old now. We both got medical problems. You know, she can find out my phone number or my son's phone number. You know, can do that. Because I know my foxy lady that I was married to, she will have a birthday coming up, well, about a month from tomorrow, or in January. She was a January baby. But I ain't going to say what day, because that's too much information to give out. Personal information I'm not going to give out. Because this is how we met. We was at the Sports Dome Speedway back in 78. And I was on the track crew. We went around in that old 40s or 50 dump truck. And she was on the back stretch at the Sports Dome Speedway. And she had I believe it was yellow shirt. It had Foxy Lady on it. And I saw that. I said, I bet you are a foxy lady. That's how we met. It was the summertime of 78. I don't know what month, but I know it was in 1978 when we met. And we got married not too long after that. She is a foxy lady. When we was living in my grandmother's house, the cemetery was in the backyard. She'd be out in her bikini. And Jack, who was my kid's bus driver, he would leave the barber shop, walk through the cemetery, and go home. He saw her out in the backyard and trip over a few tombstones back in those days. You know, she is a foxy lady. Do I deserve a second chance? Everybody deserves a second chance. You know. But first we have to talk on the telephone. See what to do, what not to do. You know, talk everything out. Maybe I would have to tell her how to get to my house because she ain't going to find it. You know, maybe spend a night. If it snows, she'd be here more than a day. Because if it snows, she ain't going to get out on the driveway. And I wouldn't want her to get on the county road or state highway or Interstate 65 because the snow and the ice. I wouldn't want to see her get hurt. I would blame myself if she was to get hurt. I do that with anybody. Even if my kids came over to visit, you know. I do have some grandkids that stops by and gets on my YouTube channel. No matter I don't get along with their mother and their grandparents, but they're a-holes. I ain't got nothing to snack on. No Twinkies, no Milk Duds, no more ham, no peanut butter, no bologna, no bread. But tomorrow I have some peanut butter and some bread. As long as it's not wheat bread, because that's not healthy food for some reason. Get regular white bread, get a jar of peanut butter. Might get me some honey. Since it's getting wintertime, you know, you got to have honey. Because honey helps you stay healthy and help you with your immune system. So I got to do that tomorrow. But I got to call first. I don't have any crackers to snack on. Ritz crackers or nothing like that. I just finished the ham up today. I gave some to the kitty cats since they have been pretty good. The outside cats been pretty good. They had tuna fish tonight. You know, I spoil my kitty cats. So, I want to thank you all beautiful people. I want to thank you foxy ladies. People who have school tomorrow. Watch out for the school buses in the morning, in the afternoon. Watch out for the school zones. And also, people, you might want to think of getting your dash cam for Christmas. I've been seeing on TV and they got a dash cam and do 4 sides, front, back, and the sides. You might want to get you a dash cam, or you can use your cell phone camera. And you can record when you're driving. If you got good video, you can upload it to your YouTube channel. But a dash cam will protect you. You say, how will it protect you? Okay, you got the green light, you going through the green light. Then you get T-boned. 9 chances out of 10, people, the other person that hit you going to say they had the green light. What will the Popo 5-0 do? He's going to blame both of you. Then it'd be up to your insurance, that person's insurance. By having that dash cam, it protects you. It has GPS and the time. That way, if you get a speeding ticket, it shows everything. So I want you to protect yourself. People, please get a dash cam for Christmas. Even if you got kids, it's driving. Get them a dash cam for Christmas. Your family is important. Protect your family. As I tell you, when you go out walking with your family or a dog, record. You can buy you a camera that you can put on your jacket, just like the Popo does, that you can record. Or if you got a GoPro, you can put on and record when you're walking. Always record. Protect yourself. Protect your family. If you own your own house, buy your cameras and set up on your property. On your porch, it protects your family. You can put one in your house facing your door in case, you have that. I want you to protect yourself. A camera or a GoPro or a dash cam, it's worth money to protect your family. If you get that camera, I forget the name of it. It does 4 sides, front, back, and the sides. If you get pulled over by Popo, it will record them with video and audio. It protects you and your family. So people, I want to thank you all that have subscribed. Help me get my watch hours. Happy birthday, happy anniversary. And thank you, Foxy ladies, who comes up here. I love all you Foxy ladies. I wish I had a Foxy lady now, 'cause I'd be asleep by 12 o'clock. So you all have a good Monday. Don't work too hard. Be safe. If it's snowing, be safe when you're driving. You got to leave early. If it's snowing, make sure your car is warmed up. Your windows is clear. Take a broom and clean the snow off your roof, your trunk, the front of your car. Make sure your lights is all clean off from snow. But you have to stay in your car when it warms up unless you got an extra key that you can lock your door while it's warming up. Make sure your car is warm. Since it's wintertime, you want to carry blankets in your car and maybe some flashlights in your car and maybe safety flares, in case you're in a traffic jam and it's snowing. You got a blanket to keep you warm. Make sure you got plenty of gas in your vehicles to help you keep you warm. Always check your oil before you start your engine up, because your oil is important for your engine. You know, I'm trying to help you all out and all this. So, I love you all. I love you foxy ladies, whoever you are. And I just love you all very much. And a good night. You have sweet dreams. God is talking to your foxy ladies. I love you all. Good night.